All right, everyone. Welcome to our Q&A session. Today, and today only, you'll actually know about the audience before I make you guys forget about their existence again. So, let's make this interesting.
Don't take too long, Kokichi. I've got important things to do, like designing the next big thing in gaming. I can't waste my time with questions all day.
Come on, guys. Let's show the audience how awesome we are. I'm ready for anything they throw at us.
Yeah, let's give them a show they won't forget. They'll see the power of girl power and the ultimate supreme leader. I'm definitely not saying that because I saw those stupid poll results or anything.
I hope we can answer their questions well. What if we mess up?
Relax, Shuichi. Just be yourself. You'll do great. Besides, it's just a Q&A. How bad can it be? I have to do these things all the time as governor. Just answer them and never heard from them again, and they'll vote for you or hate your guts.
As long as we don't get too serious, it should be fun. Let's keep it light, yeah?
I just hope they ask something interesting.
Gonta just wants to help everyone. Let's answer questions and make friends.
Yeah, let's show everyone what we can do. I'm sure they're excited to see us.
I hope they don't ask about anything too embarrassing. I'm not here to be humiliated. I'll leave that to Kaito and Kokichi.
Can we get this started already? I'm tired and magic is exhausting.
All right, let's dive into the questions. Remember, folks, I have the power to make you forget everything afterward. Now, who's first? Bring on the questions. The first question is from MudkipLiker13, and it's if your voice actor is even canon. How do you feel about him? Oh, Derek Stephen Prince? He's amazing. I mean, he brings so much life to my character. Not to mention, he has this great range. Sometimes, I think he might even be more charismatic than me. Just don't let him know I said that. He'll get a big head.
Yeah, but did you guys hear about how he believes demons cause mental and physical issues? Like, seriously? That's a wild take. I mean, maybe it's just a lack of good inventions that causes those problems. Just saying. Did he skip elementary school or some shit? I know you both have that in common, but geez.
I think he captures Kokichi's mischievousness perfectly. It's like he really gets who Kokichi is. Props to him for bringing that energy.
I agree. Derek really brings out the playful and cunning side of Kokichi. It adds so much depth to the character. But I wonder how that belief shapes his performances.
Yeah, but let's not forget that Kokichi is still a handful no matter who voices him. Good luck to Derek on that front. He voiced a literal demon. He has tons of experience with them, I guess. The other question is, what would you do if someone hired you to kill Kaito? Well, honestly, what kind of idiot would hire me to take out Kaito? Do they even know who I am?
Maybe it's his boss with the whole ISS thing. He doesn't believe in him, so he just wants you to get rid of the source of his daily migraines.
If they think I'd go along with that, then he can go fuck himself. I would never do that. Kaito's an idiot, but he's my idiot. And I'm not letting some jerk take him out. If anyone is going to kill Kaito, I'm going to do, which is very unlikely. Again, I would never do that.
Right? Just let the guy go to space and live his dream. If someone has a problem with that, they can deal with me too. Besides, Kaito's just gonna end up with a bunch of space junk on his conscience anyway.
Hey, I'm not that bad. I'll have plenty of important work to do up there. You guys just don't get it. It's more than cleaning the shit out of the toilet.
Exactly, Kaito. You focus on space and leave the dirty work to me. I'll make sure to handle anyone who tries to come after you.
Look at you two. So protective. It's like a weird, twisted romance novel. Kaito in Space, starring Maki the Assassin. Just get a room already, and get married, and have that kid you want so bad. Oh wait, Kaito is that kid, scrap that.
Do you want to die? I have a lot of room on my schedule for that and that alone.
This one is from Marmar W2N, and they ask, would you rather date Himiko or Rentaro? Oh, that's an easy one. I'd pick Himiko every single time. She's the only one for me.
Oh, look at Tenko simping for her girlfriend. What about Rentaro? He's got that cool, laid-back vibe going on. I bet you could learn a lesson or two from Jungle Boy over there.
Yeah, well, Rentaro's just another degenerate male. He thinks he can just waltz in and take what doesn't belong to him. No way. Himiko is mine, and I'll fight anyone who thinks otherwise.
Hey, I'm right here. I'm not trying to take anyone. I'm just saying I'm cool too.
Cool? Pfft. You might think you're all smooth, but the truth is, no one gets to have Himiko except me. She's my magical girl,
and I'm her knight in shining armor. Not all warriors are smelly, degenerate males. And put on some deodorant, you aren't a gorilla. This isn't the jungle.
Tenko, you're so sweet, but you don't have to be so defensive.
Honestly, you two are like a cheesy romance movie. Just get a room already. Lock yourselves in with Maki Roll and Space Boy.
Shut up, Miu. I'm just stating facts. Himiko is the cutest, most talented magician ever. No one can compare, especially not Rantaro.
That's the spirit, Tenko. Stand up for your girl. Love is all about supporting each other, right?
Tenko, you're making me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But remember, it's not a competition. I like Rantaro too. He's a good friend.
I know, but I just can't help it. I'll always protect you, Himiko. No degenerate male will ever come between us. If they get any ideas, I'll kidnap them and lock them in my dojo's basement.
The other question is for yours truly, and they ask, would you rather hand out Kokichi or date Kaede? What do you mean, hand out Kokichi? Like, give him away or something? No thanks. I don't want him to conquer the world. But if it means spending time with him, I'd rather date Kaede any day. At least she's not a pain in my ass like that clown.
Hey, I'm right here, you know. I'm not that bad. I bring excitement and fun.
Fun! More like a headache! No way am I wasting my precious time with you when I could be going on a date with Kaede instead. She's talented, smart, and definitely way cuter than you.
Whoa, hold on there, Miu. Kaede's my girlfriend. You can't just talk about dating her like it's a casual thing.
Oh, come on, Shuichi. It's just a hypothetical. If I had to choose, I'd pick Kaede in a heartbeat. No offense, but hanging out with Kokichi sounds like torture. Unless I'm locking him in my washing machine, he can go shit his pants and stay 1,000 miles away from me. I don't want negative aura.
Torture? Ouch! That stings! I can be a great friend, you know. Just think of all the adventures we could have.
Adventures? More like trouble. I know you, Kokichi. You're just gonna drag everyone into your chaotic schemes. I don't even have to be a detective to tell.
Exactly. I'm not signing up for that. I'd rather enjoy a nice date with Kaede without having to worry about what kind of mess Kokichi is going to create next.
Not when it involves annoying everyone and making a spectacle of yourself. Miu, just focus on something else.
Rude. But I guess I'll just have to make my friendship more irresistible. Watch out, Kaede! I'm coming for your title. Shuichi Poo is mine whether you like it or not. Monica is great, but Shuichi is a bigger prize before people start complaining in the comments.
Just stay away from her, Kokichi. Miu, you too.
This next question is from Lava Boy, 01893, and they ask Kaede, what's your favorite song to play on the piano, and what advice do you have for beginners? My favorite song is definitely Clair de Lune by Debussy. It's so beautiful and expressive. Every time I play it, I feel like I can convey so many emotions.
Clair de Lune? Really? I expected something more upbeat from you? You're like the most boring person I know. Kokichi can be an asshole, but at least he gets my motor running.
I love upbeat songs too, but there's something about the melodies in Clair de Lune that captivates me. It's like a journey through emotions.
Journey, huh? So you see yourself as the main character in a romantic movie every time you play? Okay, I'll be honest, why did you end up with Shuichi? You could to far much better. I'll take over when you're gone.
Maybe a little. Music allows me to express what I can't say out loud. And leave Shuichi alone!
What advice would you give to beginners?
Be patient with yourself. It's normal to feel frustrated. Start with simple pieces and enjoy the process. Music should be fun.
So don't give up when you hit a wall. Solid advice.
Wow, Kaede! You should be a motivational speaker for musicians. Maybe you should give Adele a push. That girl is lazy as can be. Throw your baby into the dumpster. Don't let it drag you down my favorite Lana Del Rey ripoff.
Thanks, but I prefer playing the piano. It's my passion, and I'm not going to tell anyone to throw their own child away. Do you have any common decency, Kokichi?
Just don't forget to add a little flair. A dramatic entrance could spice things up. I don't want to fall asleep halfway through, you know. My time is more valuable than you think.
I'll keep that in mind, Miu.
Oh, where do I start? I mean, I've told so many lies, it's hard to keep track. There's the time I convinced Kaito I could turn invisible if he didn't look at me. Or when I told Miu I could build a time machine using just a toaster and some duct tape. That was a nice day in the hospital. The doctor actually simped so hard they had a date in the ER. And let's not forget the classic. When I told Shuichi I'd finally stop teasing him if he beat me in a game, but I just made the games harder. Honestly, the biggest lie? Probably that I'd ever take any of this seriously. I live for chaos, after all. I just sit back and whip up some popcorn and listen to your dumb stories. If something needs to be said, I'll say it.
Wow, Kokichi, that's just a typical day for you, huh? But seriously, if you ever manage to actually invent something that works, I'd be impressed. Until then, I guess I'll just keep ignoring your nonsense. Or at least try to.
You know, it's kind of scary how good you are at lying. Sometimes I wonder if any of us can trust you at all.
Trust? That's a joke, Shuichi. Kokichi doesn't know the meaning of the word. Besides, it's more entertaining this way. Keep it up, and maybe I'll give you a medal for being the biggest liar. It'll be made of trash because that is what your future girlfriend will be made out of. Monica will leave you any day now, little shrimp.
Lies are just illusions, right? So if Kokichi creates illusions, does that mean he's like a magician? I don't like magic. It's kind of spooky.
Do you have dementia again? Wow, it's getting bad. But, you guys are just jealous because Kokichi can keep everyone on their toes. A true martial artist like me doesn't lie. I fight fair, even if it means putting up with his nonsense. He's a degenerate male, but he keeps me on me feet.
Tenko, I think you'd actually make a pretty good partner in crime. But I'd still have to lie to you about everything we do, just for fun.
Just make sure your lies don't get us in trouble. I'm still waiting for the day you get caught red-handed, Kokichi.
Well, in politics, we have our fair share of lies, too. The difference is, at least my lies get me elected. Yours just seem to annoy everyone, Kokichi.
As if that's a compliment, Ron. Lies are just distractions. Better to get to the point instead of weaving a web of nonsense.
But what's life without a little chaos and mischief? You all should learn to embrace it, starting with some good old-fashioned trickery. Oh, this question is about forming dice from Solicista 5661. Nice profile picture, by the way. Now that's a fun story. You see, it all started when I got bored of just being a typical troublemaker. I wanted to create something more grandiose. So I thought, why not assemble a group of like-minded individuals who could help me spread chaos and confusion on a larger scale?
You mean like your own little fan club for idiots? How charming. Good luck getting bitches. You're just a big club of weebs.
But it's more than just a fan club. DICE is all about empowering people to embrace their wild side. I held auditions, and surprisingly, I found some talented folks willing to join my cause. I promised them fame, fortune, and all the fun they could handle, minus the boring parts of life, of course. Oh, and nuking annoying inventors' mansions. That's the best part.
You just wanted more minions to do your bidding, didn't you? I bet they had no idea what they were signing up for. They got scammed. That's what happened.
And I suppose you played the role of a charismatic leader, right?
Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't want to follow someone as fabulous as me? And let's be honest, chaos is much more enjoyable when you've got friends to share it with. Plus, I get to pull off some epic pranks along the way. Win-win.
But what about the consequences? Doesn't it bother you that your fun can affect others negatively?
Oh, Kaede, come on! Life is too short to worry about consequences. That's where the real excitement lies. And besides, I make sure everyone knows it's all in good fun. Most people just need to learn to lighten up.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster. You do realize some people might not find your chaos amusing, right?
If you keep this up, you're going to end up in serious trouble one day, Kokichi.
Trouble? Pfft. Trouble is just another word for adventure. And I'm all about living life to the fullest. DICE is just the beginning of my reign of mischief. And at least I'm not some assassin. You could learn a few lessons from me, Maki Roll.
All right, Mr. Mysterious, but seriously, how did you even get into the deep state? Was it just another one of your wild schemes?
That's classified information, Miu. I can't just go spilling secrets like that. You know how it is. Some things are better left unsaid.
Sounds like a total cop-out to me. If you're really that cool, just tell us. What's the worst that could happen?
You know, if I told you, I'd have to eliminate you all. And I'm not in the mood for that today. Besides, a little mystery keeps things interesting, don't you think?
So basically, you just want to keep us guessing? Typical Kokichi.
Bingo! Besides, you wouldn't want to ruin the fun by getting too deep into the boring details. Just know that I have my connections, and that's all you need to know for now.
Connections can be dangerous. You should tread carefully, Kokichi.
Dangerous is my middle name. Well, actually it's not, but it should be. Just remember, secrets keep the world spinning. Besides, you're just upset that we rejected your application, Ron. Learn how to smile correctly, and we'll review your application again.
As for the question about me showing off my magic, I could, but I'm really tired right now. Maybe next time?
Come on, Himiko. A real magician never backs down from a challenge. What's the point of being a magician if you won't show us something?
Hey, back off, Kokichi. Himiko's not your performing monkey. If she says she's tired, then she's tired. You should respect that.
Oh, I respect her talent. I just want to see some of that magic in action. What's the harm in asking?
It's not that I don't want to. I just really need a nap. Maybe I'll have more energy later, okay?
Exactly. You can't rush a magical girl. Besides, we all know she's the best at what she does when she's well rested.
Fine. But I'll be waiting for that magical spectacle. Don't think you can get away without showing me eventually.
I promise. Just let me sleep for a bit first.
This next question is about a what now? Trekkie? Is that some kind of new fitness program or something? Because I'm all about getting fit for my trip to the ISS.
No, Kaito. A Trekkie is a fan of Star Trek. You know, the sci-fi show with the spaceships and aliens.
Oh, you mean that? Nah, I've never really watched it. I'm more of a real space enthusiast, you know? I like learning about actual space travel, not just what's on TV.
So, you're saying you'd rather watch a documentary about astronauts than a fictional show about space?
Exactly. But hey, if there's a space battle in there, maybe I'd be interested.
But Kaito, don't you think the exploration and camaraderie in Star Trek are inspiring?
I guess, but I'd rather go out there and experience it myself than just watch it on a screen.
A true space captain, always seeking the adventure firsthand. But you're missing out on some classic sci-fi, Kaito.
I'll take your word for it, Kokichi. But for now, I'm focused on preparing for my launch.
All right, Kaito. If you're such a space enthusiast, name one documentary you've watched in the past year that has anything to do with space.
Well, I watched a documentary on My Little Pony. I even watched an interview with the creator of the show. Okay, maybe 2 or 3.
My Little Pony? That's your idea of a documentary? You're seriously proving my point here.
Hey, it was about friendship and how those ponies work together. It's a form of teamwork, right? Plus, they go on adventures too.
That's definitely one way to explore the universe, through colorful horses.
You might be better off watching actual space documentaries if you want to prepare for the ISS, Kaito.
Okay, I'll find one. But don't underestimate the power of friendship, even if it's in Equestria.
Kaito's right! Friendship is magic after all!
Will you marry me, Tenko?
The fuck?
Our next question is from Five Nights at Freddy's Bros 5245, and they are asking me what is the greatest invention I've ever made? Oh, that's an easy one. The greatest invention I ever made was definitely the ultimate invention, my teleportation device 2.0. Oh, that's an easy one. The greatest invention I ever made was definitely
not the thing where you
ultimate
repeat yourself.
invention.
The fuck?
My teleportation device 2.0.
Oh, please. Do you really think that's the greatest? You've made a ton of gadgets that blew up in your face. Those ones are my favorite.
Shut up, Kokichi! Those were prototypes! This device actually works, and I can teleport anywhere in seconds! It's revolutionary!
Yeah, until you accidentally teleport someone into a wall again, right? You were lucky I heard you!
That was one time. You all need to appreciate my genius. Just imagine the possibilities. I could teleport snacks right to my mouth.
And that's what you focus on? Snacks?
Snacks are magical too, but not as magical as real magic.
Fine, but if you're not impressed by my teleportation, just wait until I invent my own reality show. That'll blow your minds.
As long as I get to be the star, I'm in.
I've been practicing Neo Aikido since I was 10 years old. That's like over a decade now. It all started when I saw a demonstration at a community center. The way those martial artists moved, so graceful yet powerful, captivated me. I knew right then that I wanted to learn.
That sounds really cool, Tenko. But why did you choose Neo Aikido specifically?
Well, besides the cool moves, it's all about using your opponent's strength against them. It's not just about brute force, it's about technique and finesse. And you know I can't stand those degenerate males who think strength is everything. Neo Aikido teaches respect, discipline, and most importantly, to defend yourself and others.
So you're saying you can take down any degenerate male who crosses your path? That's quite the power!
Absolutely! But I prefer to focus on protecting my girlfriend and friends. You know, it's not just about fighting, it's also about the philosophy behind it. It's about self-improvement and helping those around you.
Yeah, we get it. But have you ever used it to get out of a bad date? That would be a great story.
Well, there was this one guy who thought he could impress me with some lame pickup lines. Let's just say he learned quickly that I'm not someone to mess with. He filed a restraining order against me, so I guess he knows to stay the fuck away from me.
I'd pay to see that. Sounds like a great training session in action.
Oh, come on, Tenko. You can't just gloss over the truth like that. We all know you were just an angry little kid who couldn't control her temper. That's why your parents shipped you off to a temple full of monks.
Shut up, Kokichi. That's not how it happened. I was just passionate. And the monks taught me a lot about discipline and focus.
Sure. But can we take a moment to appreciate how you probably went there kicking and screaming, surrounded by all those peaceful monks who had to deal with your little tantrums?
I can totally picture that. Little Tenko, all mad and yelling while the monks just try to meditate in peace.
I wasn't mad. I was assertive. They taught me how to channel that energy into something productive. It was a learning experience. Plus, I learned to respect my opponents and train my body, so there.
Right, because nothing says respect like throwing someone across the room when they annoy you.
Exactly. And look at her now, folks. Still throwing punches, but with a little more finesse. How far you've come, Tenko.
You're all impossible. But fine, if that's how you want to remember it, I'll just have to prove you wrong on the mat.
Nah, I don't want to die young.
This next question is from a certified Wendy's fan. What's Kamen Rider? Fours? What's that about? Is it like some kind of space show?
Good job butchering the username, Space Boy. Of course it's a space show. It's about a high school kid who fights monsters with the power of friendship and aliens. You'd probably relate to the whole hero thing.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I do love a good hero story. But wait, I can't just watch anything. I'm busy preparing for my trip to the ISS.
Come on, Kaito. You've got to take some time for yourself. Besides, it's not like training for space takes up your entire day.
All right, I'll check it out. But if I end up loving it more than space training, you're all going to hear about it non-stop.
Just try not to get too obsessed with it, Kaito. We can't have you dressing up like the main character and pretending you're in space while you're still here.
No promises. If it's that good, I might just end up as the biggest Kamen Rider fan ever.
Oh, and about my protag rights. Honestly, it feels really strange. I was so sure I was the one meant to lead everyone and help us escape. When that changed, it was like the ground shifted beneath me.
You were all gung-ho about it at first, weren't you? But look at you now, sharing the spotlight. That's growth, right?
I guess it is growth, but it's also frustrating. I still want to help everyone, even if it means stepping back. It's just hard to adjust sometimes.
You've handled it really well, though, Katie. Just remember, you still contribute a lot to the group, even if you're not in the main role.
Yeah, who cares about protagonist rights anyway? At least you're not stuck being a side character forever. Just embrace it, Kaede.
Thanks, guys. I'll keep doing my best, even if I'm not the star of the show. I just want to make a difference no matter what.
As for my amazing and stellar simps, you know, it's fantastic. I have fans all around the world. They just can't resist my charm and charisma. It's like being a celebrity, but better.
Simps? You don't have any. If you do, I bet they're all 40-year-old fat basement dwellers who can't even spell your name right.
Hey, that's not fair. My fans are cultured individuals who appreciate my genius. Some of them even have jobs.
Right, sure. Because nothing says I have a life like obsessing over a lying, troublemaking brat like you. You think they're all going to send you money to support your vision?
Actually, they do. I get donations all the time. You'd be surprised at how generous my basement-dwelling fans can be. It's called being an influencer, Miu.
Influencer? More like influenced to keep your delusions alive. Just admit it. You're a social experiment gone wrong.
And yet, here I am, thriving in the chaos. It's the world we live in, Miu. Embrace it. This one is from Super Mahir 59. And, do I have to answer that? I mean, really? It's not like I lost anything important. Just a board game. It's all just a part of the fun, right?
Come on, you were practically crying when you lost. You told everyone it was because Mikan didn't help you. That's kind of sad, don't you think?
Okay, I'll admit it stung a bit, but that's not something I want to dwell on. Each person is only supposed to get 3 questions. This isn't therapy, you know?
Sounds like it might be a good idea for you, though. Just saying.
I appreciate the concern, but I'll pass. Let's focus on more interesting topics instead, like my next grand scheme.
Gonta think it'd be fun to play game with everyone. Gonta always want to help friends and make them happy. If Gonta play, he try hard, but Gonta also want everyone to have fun. If Gonta play Mario Party, he gives stars to friends so everyone can win together.
See? That's exactly what I mean. You're too nice for your own good, Gonta, but I love that about you, man.
Yeah, but we need some competition. If we don't watch out, we'll end up losing to Gonta's kindness instead of his skills.
I can see it now. Oh no, Gonta, why did you give away your star? You're the imposter. And he'd just be like, Gonta just want everyone to be happy.
Gonta's too pure for this world. I want to see him win, but also, it'd be hilarious to watch him get confused over all the strategies.
Gonta would definitely show everyone how true strength lies in kindness. Maybe I should team up with him to show the world what real teamwork looks like.
Gonta would like that. Together, Gonta and Tenko can be strongest team. Just no hurting anyone, okay?
As for the Mario Bros question, wow, that's a tough one. On one hand, going to space with Kokichi sounds like an adventure of a lifetime, floating in zero gravity, seeing Earth from above. But on the other hand, playing Mario Bros for 24 hours could be a blast too. I mean, I love the thrill of jumping on Goombas and saving Princess Peach.
What are you saying, Kaito? You'd rather play some outdated game than explore the universe with me? I thought we had something special.
Hey, don't twist my words. It's not that I choose Mario over space. It's just that playing with friends can be fun in its own way.
But you'll just end up dying in Mario anyway. You have a knack for failing at games, Kaito. Going to space might be a better choice for you.
Shut up, Miu. I can handle Mario. It's just that Kokichi would probably sabotage me the whole time we're in space. Like throwing me out of the spaceship or something.
Well, I mean, I can't make any promises, but you know it would be hilarious. I guess I'll just have to bring a camera along for the ride. And you got me, I would totally eject you from the space station. You caught me red-handed.
It's settled then. Kaito should go to space with Kokichi and leave the gaming to the real pros like Miu and me.
And for the next game we are playing, next up we're going into an 8-player Smash session. It's going to be a chaotic brawl with me, Shuichi, Kaede, Maki, Kaito, Rantaro, Himiko, Tenko, and of course our favorite troublemaker, Kokichi.
Oh man, this is gonna be intense. I hope I can actually keep up with all of you this time.
Just remember, Kaito, it's all about strategy, not just button mashing.
Strategy? In Smash? That's adorable, Shuichi. I think I'll just focus on annoying everyone instead. It's way more fun.
As long as you don't annoy me too much, Kokichi. I'm planning on taking the crown this time.
Actually, I'm not really interested in playing. I'd rather take a nap or something.
What? No way! We need your magic in this battle, Himiko. How else will we have fun?
I don't think my magic works in Smash, Kokichi. Plus, I'll just end up losing anyway.
Don't be such a party pooper, Himiko. It's going to be a blast.
Fine, I guess I'll watch. But I'm not promising to cheer for anyone. Definitely not Tenko. Wink, wink.
Did you just say wink wink? The fuck? Oh, another one of these questions, huh? Fine, let me drop a few more for you. First off, I once convinced Maki that Kaito was secretly a fan of ballet, and she actually believed me for a good while. I even convinced her that he broke his big toe while replicating a Misty Copeland recital. That was a big whammy of a lie.
Wait, what? You told her that?
Yep. Then there was that time I told Gonta that bugs could talk if he stayed quiet long enough. Poor guy spent hours in the garden, listening for them.
Wait, bugs don't talk?
Oh, and this one's great. I convinced Shuichi he lost his detective notebook, and he spent half a day tearing the office apart looking for it. Guess where it was?
Where?
In his back pocket the entire time. And finally, I once told Miu that I had connections to the deep state. But that's totally...
Wait, what? I still don't believe you don't! You probably do, you lying little gremlin!
Who knows? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Oh, wait! For the Rantaro question, it's probably because of the avocado hair. People are just calling you that because you look like an avocado with a secret identity. So your alias is just Rantaro when you're just an avocado in disguise.
Avocado again, huh? I guess I'll never escape that comparison.
Yeah, you're a trendy superfood, Rantaro. Embrace it!
If being compared to an avocado makes me a superfood, then sure, I'll own it. Healthy and mysterious. Sounds like the perfect combo.
And if I were tall, huh? First thing I'd do is probably dunk a basketball just to see what it's like. People always say it's easier when you've got the height, so why not?
You'd still need skill for that. Not like you can just grow tall and magically be good at basketball. What are you? The reincarnation of Kobe Bryant as a midget? The math ain't mathing, Ryoma. You'll have a skill issue whether you like it or not.
Yeah, plus with your grumpy attitude, you'd probably scare off the whole team.
Maybe, but if I had height, it'd be nice to look people in the eye for once instead of staring up at everyone.
Hey, at least if it rains, you'll be the last one to know. As for this last question... Oh wait, that's 3 questions. We are moving on. The admins would destroy the 4th wall if they answered. Wump wump. Oh, I know exactly where Miu gets her so-called confidence from. It's her secret OnlyFans account. She's raking in the degenerate cash and thinks she's a queen because of it. By the way, this guy framed this question. Obviously, he is the top donor. Spend your money on literally anyone else. I'll start my own OnlyFans if you stop forking over money for Miu's stupid inventions.
Oh? If you're bringing that up, Kokichi, it sounds like you've been checking me out. Don't tell me you find me attractive, you little perv.
Attractive? Sure, on the outside. But inside? You're hideous, Miu. With that filthy mind of yours, you make even garbage look clean.
Says the guy who can't stop thinking about me. Admit it, Uma, you're obsessed!
Please, Miu, don't flatter yourself. I'd rather swim in a sea of broken glass than spend time in your mind.
Sounds like someone's jealous. Keep drooling over me from afar, Kokichi.
You know, Kokichi, with how much you're teasing Miu, maybe you do have a little crush on her.
What? No way! Don't make stuff up, Rentaro!
Oh, is the little gremlin actually blushing? I knew it! You are into me, huh? You hear that, guys? This guy is as red as a tomato.
Shut up, Miu. I just think it's fun to mess with you. That's all. You make it interesting.
Uh-huh, sure, Kokichi. You're totally convincing us.
Whatever. Like I'd ever like someone like Miu. That's ridiculous.
You're not fooling anyone, Short Stack.
This is all Rantaro's fault.
I'll take this one. No need for Kokichi to butt in with his lies.
Oh, come on, Tenko. My version of the story is way more interesting. You know, how you were a little ball of rage, and your parents.
Shut up, Kokichi! That's not what happened.
Sure it's not, but you know I'm right.
Anyway, I found my talent when I was about 10 years old. I was introduced to Neo-Aikido through my family, and I've been practicing ever since. It taught me discipline, balance, and how to deal with degenerate males like Kokichi.
Don't pretend you didn't need to be sent away to a temple because you couldn't stop throwing tantrums.
I said shut up, Kokichi! Neo-Aikido has helped me find peace and power, so I can defend girls like Himiko from guys like him.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
One more word and I'll use my Neo-Aikido on you, Kokichi.
Double it, and give it to the next person. Preferably Miu.
All right, you want me to pick between Gonta, Rantaro, and Kibo? Well, if I have to choose...
Come on, Miu. We all know you're just gonna mess with them. But go ahead, make your choice. Just don't dump them like you did with Jack after he diarrheaed on your new dress.
Rantaro? Too shady for me. He's got those mysterious vibes, but I'm not into all that secretive crap. Probably hiding some weird collection or something. And I don't want to be murdered in the jungle or some weird shit.
I don't know whether to be insulted or impressed.
And Kibo? Please, I'd rather date a toaster. At least a toaster wouldn't whine about being objectified every 5 seconds. But Gonta? He's a big sweetheart, strong, loyal, and probably wouldn't try to murder me in my sleep. If I had to pick someone, I guess I'd go with Gonta.
Gonta! Gonta would do his best to make Miu happy. Gonta would protect Miu!
Gonta, you're way too pure for this. Miu's just picking you because you're easy to handle.
Maybe, but at least I know Gonta's not gonna pull any sneaky crap like you, Kokichi. Still, if Kaede was an option, I'd pick her over all of you guys any day.
Wait, me?
Miu, you seriously need to back off Kaede. Don't make me turn this into a Law & Order Special Victims Unit episode. You're pressing my buttons, Miu.
Oh, Shuichi's getting jealous. Don't worry, Detective Boy. She's all yours. For now. And leave the killing to your murderers. Just stick with being the detective.
Gonta, Gonta has liked Miu for a long time. Now that Miu says she likes Gonta too, Gonta wants to go on a date with Miu. Gonta will make it the best date ever.
Whoa, hold on there, big guy. That was hypothetical. You know, like just playing along.
Oh, this is priceless. Miu can't even handle a simple confession. And from Gonta, of all people.
Look, Gonta, you're great and all, but I was just joking around. You know, for laughs. Ha ha.
But Gonta really likes Miu. Gonta promises to treat Miu like a princess. Gonta will even make sure no bugs bother Miu on the date.
Well, I mean, you're too sweet to say no to, Gonta. So, okay, fine. One date. But don't expect anything crazy, all right?
Aw, look at Miu, all flustered. I never thought I'd see the day.
Wow, I didn't think I would get a question. But listen, unlike all of you, I actually have a life. I can't just sit around playing video games all day. I've got responsibilities to handle, policies to push, and the state to run. I don't have the luxury to sit on a couch and roll dice.
Yeah, we get it. You're a busy guy. But come on, it's just a game. You could at least try to have some fun.
I'm here to win, not play around. Maybe if I had more time to practice, I wouldn't be losing all the time.
Sounds like someone's just making excuses. Are you sure you're not just scared of a little competition?
Scared? Not even close? Just prioritizing what really matters? I have to focus on real issues, not rolling virtual dice?
Games are fun, and they help you relax, Ron. You should give it a try sometime. Maybe you will do better this time.
I appreciate the sentiment, but my time is better spent elsewhere. Maybe one day I'll come back and give you all a proper challenge.
You'd better. We could use a little competition around here.
And I'll be waiting to see you get wrecked again, Ron!
If we are talking about Danganronpa memes, honestly, some of them are really funny. I've seen a lot of creative takes on our characters and the situations we've been in. It's interesting to see how people interpret our stories and the emotions behind them.
Oh, come on, Shuichi. Don't be shy. You know you've got a favorite meme out there. Just spill it.
Well, I think the ones that exaggerate our personalities can be really amusing, especially when they make fun of my detective skills or Kaito's space obsession. But I try not to take them too seriously. Okay, maybe the Danganronpa ones are cool.
I bet there's a meme about how you can't even catch a break when trying to solve a case, huh? Maybe you should start your own detective agency for meme making.
You should embrace it, Shuichi. Everyone loves a good meme, and they can even help lighten the mood sometimes.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Tenko. A little humor goes a long way, especially in tough times.
I appreciate that. I just hope people remember the serious messages behind our stories and not just focus on the jokes.
That's the spirit, Shuichi. Balance is key. But hey, we all know you've got your fair share of meme-worthy moments. Just own it.
Yeah! At this rate, you'll be a meme legend. Just wait until someone makes a meme about you being the most serious detective in a world full of chaotic characters.
I guess I'll just have to accept it. As long as it brings a smile to people's faces, I'm okay with it.
Okay, let's zoom through this last one. I have somewhere to be. I absolutely adore Chihiro. He's such a sweet person, and I think Gonta treats him with a lot of respect. Their dynamic is really heartwarming. Gonta's always so supportive and caring. It's nice to see a strong friendship like that.
So you're saying they're the perfect duo? Maybe we should just lock them in a room together and see what happens.
Don't even joke about that, Kokichi. They deserve to be happy without your twisted games.
Not a question about Ben Shapiro, don't remind me. Honestly, I was just tired of his constant need to debate everything. I mean, it's exhausting. One minute we're having dinner, and the next he's trying to convince me why pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. Newsflash, Ben. It does. I need someone who can handle my genius without nitpicking everything.
Sounds like he was just another poor soul who couldn't handle your fabulousness. You're better off without him.
Exactly. Now I can focus on my inventions without dealing with that nonsense. Wait, did you just call me fabulous? My guy's simping hard now. Sit in the corner and wait until I'm done with Gonta. Then I'll definitely play with you.
Oh, I'm all this last one. Imagine the chaos. Can you picture Miu trying to dominate in Brawlhalla while yelling at everyone else about how they should just give up? Or Kaito's relentless enthusiasm as he tries to convince everyone that they're having the time of their lives, even when they're losing?
And don't forget Ryoma, who would probably just sit there, unimpressed, while the rest of us freak out over every little thing.
I think it'd be hilarious. Plus, it'd give everyone a chance to showcase their skills. or lack thereof.
I can already see Gonta accidentally throwing someone off the edge in Brawlhalla. It'd be a recipe for disaster.
Exactly. Toxic games for a toxic time. It'll be the perfect blend of chaos and fun. Who's in?
Count me in, as long as I can kick your butt in the process.